Welcome back. It's Charter California edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Julie Rodewald is here. She is the Clerk-Recorder for San Luis Obispo County. It is election season. You should have received your sample ballot already. The primary will be held on June 3rd. You know how much I love primary season. Thank you for this lapel pin. It's a primary pin for June 2014. I am holding up the page for governor. I wanted to ask you, the first name on this ballot I see is Andrew Blount. Then it goes to Christian Champ, Kashkari Donnelly. It's not alphabetical. Abramowitz is next.
Right.
Explain.
So there's a random alphabetical draw that the Secretary of State conducts, and that determines the base rotation for candidates.
Okay.
By last name, you know, it might be C, F,
right,
G, and so we order them. And then in every assembly district, it rotates by assembly district. So that's for the first assembly district. In the second assembly district,
right,
then the top candidate would fall to the bottom, everybody else moves up. So throughout the state, you're going to see a different
order.
Well, basically, it's the same order, but a different person at the top in every assembly district. So since we're only in one assembly district, all of our voters see the same rotation. But if you go to another assembly district, you're going to see a different rotation, a different candidate.
Another element that looks different for this ballot is that what I remember for the last gubernatorial election is by party. So it would say, you know, Jerry Brown running as a Democrat against other Democrats. If I was a Democrat, I wouldn't see Republican names, but I see no party preference, Republican, Democrat, Green, I see them all.
Right.
What happened?
So the top two primary, which was voted in 2010, this is our first true top two primary, because in 2012 we had president, and so we still had party ballots.
And so we still will in 2016?
Yes, we will.
Okay.
We'll still have party ballots for president, but for instance, for any of the other contests that are on, like U.S. Senate or Congress, you'll see what you see here, all the candidates for all the parties on the ballot. So the other thing that's interesting, nice for the voters, nice for our poll workers, they have one ballot that they issue to people, so they don't have to worry about what party affiliation a voter is. But you also see no party preference, which you never saw in the primary before. Because it was partisan, so those candidates can now be on the ballot and can now be one of the top two vote getters to move into November.
So now I'm looking at the page for county, and I see county supervisor, I see county assessor, I see auditor controller, clerk recorder. Where are the party preferences? I don't see Democrat Republican there.
Right, because those are nonpartisan offices, and that's always been the case.
Okay.
So because they're nonpartisan, the candidates, we don't disclose what party affiliation the candidates are with, and that's been something that's never changed. Now, the one difference is that in a nonpartisan race, if one candidate gets 50% or more of the vote, there is no runoff in November. Whereas with the voter nominated in the top two primary, there will always be two candidates on the ballot in November.
Even if someone gets 50% plus one.
Correct.
And then the last page, essentially, we see a couple statewide ballot measures.
Right.
Two. There could have been local ballot measures, I presume?
That's correct, yes.
And so just two this time around, that's just the way it is?
Well, there was they changed the law that said that all initiatives go on the ballot in November. So in November, we're going to see
a big chunk.
A lot more, right.
Her name is Julie Rodewald. She is the clerk recorder for San Luis Obispo County. My name is Brad Pomerance. We're going to send you back to HLN.